Hey everybody, welcome to TFT Tarot for today. Divine Dabblings with Oberon and Banshee. This is me, Oberon, with my emotional exchanges, the weekly look into relationships, romantic or otherwise, that are going on for you this week. The week of September 9th to the 15th. And I am once again using the Final Rose Tarot, pretty card, that is specifically about relationships, more likely about romance, but we can use this. So I read one card for each sign of the Zodiac, but first what I do is give a general reading for the signs from the elemental perspective. So I'll pull one card also for the air signs, fire signs, water signs, and earth signs. And then try to wrap those together perhaps. All right, so let's get going. All right. Air signs. What is the overall environmental perspective for the air signs this week? And it's the Four of Swords reversed. And the Four of Swords reversed for this context would mean to indicate that air signs maybe are healing, recovering, possibly from some relationship stuff, or a bad relationship, of course. But in general, the signs are good to say you are beginning to come out of shells or solitary existence and going to try to move forward again into the world of your own emotional relationships or situations, thinking about love or thinking about the people that you need to catch up with, or people you need to just tell you care, your children, your parents, your co-workers, whoever it is that matters. Okay, so then for the fire signs, we're going to look at that question too, or that idea of the general environment. Just give the cards a little shuffle here. And if I didn't say, air signs are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. But now we're on fire signs, and fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. All right, fire signs. You have Major Arcana 2, which is normally considered the High Priestess. Here it's called the Advisor, but the thing is, it's reversed. So I think that fire signs, you're not going to be somebody that's good for advice this week. Maybe people won't even want to ask you, but it just seems like maybe for yourself or for others, your intuition is probably a little touch and go. It may not be quite as reliable. If you are feeling like you have something going on with a relationship, you may have to really give it some time and really explore the idea before you come to a conclusion. It just may be, fire signs, that your perspectives are a little off. And you know what? Today is the day that Mercury goes retrograde. So that's all I'm going to say. All right, so then we're going to do the water signs. I think that kind of explains the first card for the air signs too, in a way. Moving from a period where maybe things were different and now moving into a different period. Although in the air signs case, maybe it's a little better. And you know, one of the air signs at least has Mercury as its main planet. Okay, so water signs are Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. What's that big vibe or thing going on for you guys? And you have the Seven of Pentacles, the Seven of Rings, and it's upright for the right reasons. Seven of Pentacles. So I think from the love or emotional friendship, strong emotional relationships perspective, you're hanging in there. You're providing solace to those who need it emotionally, even if it's just yourself. You're doing the best thing possible, which is radiating some true love, some unconditional love without expectations of rewards, romantically or otherwise. So good on you guys, the water signs. You're kind of a stabilizing force. And then finally we're going to do our earth signs. And earth signs are Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. And your overall is the Queen of Wands reversed. Whoa! Queen of Wands, Queen of Roses reversed. I have a little friend down there going, meow. It's Shadow. So the Queen of Wands reversed. Waiting to see if she's going to jump up. Is probably saying really that there's a fatal attraction kind of thing going on here. You may not totally understand it, but it may be that certain circumstances are bound to possibly bring out the worst in you. So you might really want to play it closer to the vest and only get involved in things that maybe specifically call to you to be involved. That kind of thing. All right, so that's it for all of the elemental qualities in our signs. And now we will go to the word of the week, which I use the Egipicios Kier Tarot. And the word of the week is for each sign of the zodiac and is meant to be a key word, a thought, a strategy, something to meditate upon, or something to just think about. All right, so our first word of the week is for the air signs. I'm sorry, fire signs, Aries. You get the sun. How nice. So I think the sun is saying for you guys, look positive, feel like something expansive and illuminating could happen. Focus yourself on positivity, Aries. Focus yourself on maybe knowledge. And you know, the sun always has an implication perhaps towards families, marriage, children. So these may be things for you to consider, you know, your vibration level. Maybe some of you are thinking about those kind of things. This is an encouragement for that. Okay, then to Taurus. And Taurus has perplexity. Perplexity. Taurus, even when people don't realize it, you are very complicated. You look to be the kind of person that just has really surface issues and values, but it's really what's deep inside, how you relate to them, whether you relate materialistically or not to things. You are a perplexing sign at times, and maybe this is saying for this week, you will put your powers of observation and trying to understand to a real workout here, because maybe there'll be some sort of romantic or relationship situation that just needs a complex answer because it is complex. Okay, so then Gemini. Well, duplicity. That is so Gemini. Duplicity for Gemini could be saying really that per your dual nature, you may find that there is a dual-natured thing going on around you that represents the idea of maybe somebody not being very honest, or maybe somebody being deceptive downright. Somebody maybe trying to tell a white lie, but it has bigger ramifications than that. This is certainly probably going to be about relationships, Gemini, so keep your nose clean, but look to others who maybe need to do that as well. Okay, then to Cancer. And Cancer, did you have this last week, Cancer? Or was that Pisces? Water signs always get this passion. Okay, Cancer, I think this is saying really that you're up to your neck in something relationship-wise that maybe evokes incredible emotionality and passion for you. You may be falling for somebody or something. I know this couldn't possibly apply to all Cancers, but maybe it's also the idea too of how we look at the things in our relationships and we feel that sense of passion. Sometimes it's a passion that just lives within ourselves, but it is epic nonetheless, even if you don't tell that story. Okay, so back to the fire signs with Leo. And there's that card again, vehemence. These antiquated old-timey words. What does it mean? I think for Leos, maybe vehemence means you are feeling a little bit like there's some scorn coming at you, or there's some scorn you need to express towards somebody. If it's about relationships, then maybe you may find that someone isn't as loyal as you expect them to be, because Leos are pretty damn loyal. I know that from personal experience. So it could just very well be that somebody has hit that breaking point with you, Leo, and if there was somebody that was close and loved, there's consequences here. Try to be kind anyway. Okay, so then we go to Virgo. And Virgo has innovation. Innovation. Virgo and innovation. I think that's a really nice match. I think Virgo is one of those 2 or 3 signs that really has the kind of willpower and determination to do things. And so clearly when you do that, you innovate. So I think that maybe in terms of relationships, Virgos, maybe you're going to take a situation that looks like there's floundering or needs something that you can't quite conceive, and you're going to figure it out. You're going to figure out, what does this relationship, whether it's a friendship or love relationship, really need to kind of pull itself into a better stasis or a better plateau, some sort of time to kind of chill with it and move on. Good luck, Virgo. Okay, so then from Virgo we go to Libra. And Libra has patrimony. And patrimony sounds like patriarch, so I think it talks about the idea maybe of issue of children. It could talk about the issue of being controlling of children or subordinates. So it could be that for Libras, there's a sense here, maybe from a relationship point of view, that you need to kind of clear the deck and order things. And I think that's pretty Libran. You know, Librans have a little bit more of an objective view of human relationships, because they can kind of be more impartial than almost any other sign in some respects. And so you would be a good one to really try to reorder a relationship situation or a hierarchy of relationships within a family or a club or a church or things like that. Okay, moving on to Scorpio. And Scorpio, Friday's child works hard for a living. That's me, of course. I'm a Friday's child. But Scorpio I am also, and it says the laborer. And it's the one right after 22, the major arcana world. So I think the laborer is saying, really, Scorpios, if you want it, you have to work for it. This is really a test to the amount of practical determination that you put into relationships. It sounds possibly like it's more like work relationships or other kinds of relationships, less than strong, passionate love or strong emotional relationships. But go figure, it could be about anything these days, that sometimes, you know, you have to put your money where your mouth is. You have to walk your talk. Scorpios, this may be just saying as simple as that, that you have to really be earnest and sort of show them the money. Okay, so then to Sagittarians. And Sagittarians have immortality. Immortality. Hey, how cool is that? Sagittarians, I think when you're looking at relationships, maybe you're also really looking at something that sort of cements them, sort of creates a continuity, a flow. You're looking for something that has its own life. You don't want necessarily to involve yourself in relationships that maybe have less of a permanency about them. So Sagittarians, maybe you're really summing up or judging a couple relationships to see really how long-lived they will be. Good luck with that. And then from Sagittarian we go to Capricorn. And Capricorn has our good old friend, the unforeseen. So I think Capricorns, despite the fact that we like to really be very firm and very grounded and very applied to realistic physical principles, you're going to have a little shakeup this week, I think, especially in the terms of relationships. It may be that something you really did not expect that will really change your perspective on your relationship, or bring something unusual to the relationship that is, of course, unexpected. This may happen, and you may find that you need counsel in some way, or that you need to take a step back and really reaffirm balance in your world. Okay, Capricorn to Aquarius. And Aquarius has transformation. That's judgment. Number 21, judgment. Aquarians, you're one of those signs that really has a key way to flip and go into another realm, sort of consciousness, the dawning of the age of Aquarius. We're moving into kind of a more freedom of thought, freedom of perspective, freedom of everything choice here for you. The transformation is all yours. You can use it to transform into almost anything that you think is important and serves you well this time. But it may be tied into the idea of relationships, and maybe this is saying that there's a great potential within your best relationships to seek alchemy between you and your partner, or you and the most loved ones, and transform parts of yourselves due to maybe breakthroughs in consciousness. It's all very heady, isn't it? All right, so that was Aquarius. I was saying Capricorn there at a moment ago, but it is Aquarius. So finally we move to Pisces, and Pisces has veneration. And for that, I would say that this means something about your relationship takes on a status of really worshipful feelings, like just really the idea that maybe it's so sacred and special to you, you want to magnify everything about that. You want to venerate what those feelings are and put them at that highest point of your day, to literally wake up and say a prayer in your mind or otherwise to what you truly love. All right, so that's what I had for the outlook on the emotional exchanges. I'm pleased that you joined me, and don't forget to watch our other shows. Tomorrow is the happy hour, and then on Saturday morning or Sunday morning is Banshee's Material Matters, which is also at 10 a.m. Both shows are at 10 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. And then our live stream, of course, is Sunday afternoon at 2 to 4 p.m. Remember, you can book readings or ask for readings through our website, tfttarotfortoday.com. You can write us Gmail at tfttarotfortoday@gmail. Give us a buzz. Tell us what's going on. Like us, share us, follow us. We're on Twitter and Instagram under those TFT Tarot for Today names. So help us grow, and we'll see you next time. Take care, everyone.